Welcome to Crestview Curtain Call. I wanted to walk you through a couple things that will be very, very useful as we go through the rehearsal process. So first things first, you will soon be getting an invitation if you're not already part of the Crestview Curtain Call Canvas page. On this Canvas page, we'll have lots of resources for cast members and crew members as we start posting. So for right now, it's all stuff from the last show we did, but pretty soon there will be resources for all sorts of things, including any notes from your directors or any assignments for crew members and so forth. So once you get that invitation, go ahead and join the Crestview Curtain Call Canvas page. The other thing that you definitely are going to need to know how to do is to read your schedule. So the best way to do that is just to go to Google and type in, or you can do this also just in your search bar, but type in Crestview Curtain Call. It should be the very first Google result that comes up. So if you go to Crestview Curtain Call, you'll see underneath Crestview Curtain Call, there is a calendar. So you will choose that calendar. The calendar, you're going to see that there's a little blurb for each one of the dates that shows up on the calendar. So you just scroll down and you'll see those little blurbs. So for example, we have auditions, callbacks were listed on last week, but now this week we have more details. So you're going to want to click on that little blurb to see all the details, the where, the when, as well as which casts are called. For shorthand, because zombies and superheroes have very long titles, it will just say either zombies or zombie apocalypse if it's that cast, and superheroes if it is superheroes with great power comes ordinary responsibility. So Tuesday we will meet in the drama room, which is located underneath the library down the elective stairs. Usually we will just meet in the theater where you auditioned, but if there's a specific other place, it will say that. And we will be meeting for a virtual visit with the playwright of Zombie Apocalypse, Don Zolidis. Then on the 20th, we'll have stage managers only. We'll meet in the theater there. We may relocate from there. Then on the 21st is the entire cast of superheroes. We will meet in the theater for that one. So after that, again, it is your responsibility each week on that Sunday prior. Just look over your calendar and your dates for who is called those days. And if you are not called, you do not need to stay for rehearsal. Otherwise, you should be going into your grade level canvas and filling out that sign up for activities so that the office knows you are staying, and so that if you do need a ride after school, you can sign up for that bus. So that is how you do the signups and checking your rehearsal schedule. Now, the other question I often will have is if you are involved in other Crestview sponsored after school activities, so things like honor choir or yearbook or jazz band, et cetera, et cetera. If you're at one of those activities, I usually get the question of, should I split time with that activity if I'm called that day? And if so, then when should I come to the theater? So the answer to that is usually going to be go to the theater first for the first half of rehearsal till about 3:15, and then I will release you to that other activity. If you have not yet told me you are involved in another activity, you need to do that ideally by the end of the weekend, no later than Monday afternoon. Otherwise, those are not excused absences, and we may need to rethink your recast your role. So if you know you are involved in another activity, I know honor choir may not know exactly yet, but as soon as you know, you need to inform me via email or tell me, ideally via email, so I have it written down. But tell me as soon as possible so that I can consider those absences. If there is a different split, if I want you to go to the other activity first, I will contact you directly. But usually I would prefer if you come to the theater first for the first half of that activity and just let your other activity sponsor know that you will be late. You also need to sign up for both of those activities on the activity signups on your grade level Canvas page so that the office knows that you're in one of those two places. So let me know if there are any issues with the activity sign up or anything else. Again, the main thing is going to be communication. It is way, way, way better if you are honest about things that come up and you tell me as soon as you are aware rather than being afraid of talking to me. I am really not that intimidating. So please just be honest with me. You'll get a much better result around the board if we just keep those lines of communication open and we are honest about our commitments. So have a wonderful time looking over your schedule. And if you have any questions, please email me. You know my email, fontanalara@rsdmo.org. You can also email me directly through Parent Square if that is easier. Have a good one.